Our Chief Engineer, Chief Scotty Villegas Jr., our Chief Steward, the lovely Amy Martinez, and I'm Captain Robert Mitchell. I will be your local navigator for this cruise. And shortly, we will be getting underway on our steamboat cruise. We'll leave the dock and head downriver to our right towards the town of Chalmette, Louisiana. We will then turn around, proceed back upriver towards the bridges you see behind us, docking back here at Toulouse Street Wharf. And we're off. The wonderful class indicates that we are officially underway, and our course is apparent. We'll be proceeding downstream, down the mighty Mississippi River. To our left, we're passing the beautiful St. Louis Cathedral. One of the oldest active cathedrals built in the United States, was built in 1794. In front of the cathedral, there's a statue of General Andrew Jackson, the 7th President of the United States. This is called Jackson Square. The red brick buildings on each side of the square are Pontello buildings, erected in 1851. Now looking at 12 blocks of the French Quarter to our left. Over to our right, we found the Royal Algiers, Louisiana. You want to go check out the dirt?
Oh, this dirt, yeah.
The Algiers family plantation up until 1812. That's the town of Royal Algiers, just to our right. We're taking you to the port of New Orleans. Part of the port of South Louisiana.
Thank you.
This old video of like steamboats when they're running, yeah, it can launch in one month like that. Yeah, it's crazy. Where? Which one?
Factory.
Oh. Yeah, what's up? It puts into perspective how much bigger they are than us.
They've been in North Natchez for 99 years old. Go to self only 49 years old. Our engines are 50 years older than the goat. Come up for return, go see all the clarity. That's why we invite you. In fact, we encourage you to visit our steam engine at any time. It was amazing steam engines in operation. It was good today as it is 99 years. Here to our left, the two very interesting ships. This is the Cape Knox and Cape Kennedy on our left. They're known as the Riverboat ships. They're roll-off, containerized cargo vessels. These are not naval vessels. Roll-on, roll-off, containerized cargo vessels and part of the United States Ready Reserve Fleet. As we near the back of each ship, notice in the back of each ship there's a loading ramp. Ships get loading ramp onto a dock. Trucks can actually drive into the back of the ship to load in both containers and various cargo. Yeah, the type of ship
like a
mainly
landing
used for any automobile
A giant one.
sports. They're called roll-on, roll-off container ships.
Cool.
We're going to stick with the tune associated with Louis Armstrong. You might recognize this one. Here's a nice one entitled Dream a Little Dream with Me.
So let's just try it out. They kind of cargo here. We're going to load in two in the last couple of days.
Stars shining by the palm of June, right through the sea, whisper I love you. Birds singing and singing more tree, a little dream of me. Say now, yes, just walking down, tell me while I'm film up here at the bandstand, and if you get a souvenir of your activation here on the beautiful, iconic Steamboat Nachez right here. Is in New Orleans. So we'll go to New Orleans. Feet on the table. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you very much. And thanks for the dancing. Dance forward on fire. Thank you very much. I'd like to go back to Joe King Oliver, great Joe King Oliver. If you're unfamiliar with Joe King Oliver, very important figure in the world's jazz style. That's where the blues are from. I think he's someone who can sort of musician blues. Blues Armstrong, leave New Orleans, join up in Chicago. Blues started on his first Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, folks. Thank you very much. That's great. Joking out there. Sweet love and man. Here's a nice swinging tune here for you. A swinging one here entitled Music Goes Round and Round.
Present, bringing the city of New Orleans, the nickname as Crescent City. So I left the town of Old Algiers, Louisiana. See the Old Algiers courthouse, the clock on it. Once part of the Devonshire family plantation up until 1812. Also see a green game marker 12 left with the number 95 on it. Getting we're now 95 miles in the passes at this point. To the right, you get another view of the French Quarter, St. Louis Cathedral from the opposite side of the river. A lot of buildings in the quarter still retain much of its original 1818 Spanish town roof. Also see the Jack's Brewery on our right. Jack's Brewery here in town had a building up until the late 1970s and turned it into a variety of specialty shops and restaurants. See the word Jack's on the side of the building, very expensive, very nice condos inside the old brewery. Also on our right, we see the Creative Age tent is out to Toulouse Street Wharf, where we departed the dock from earlier. We're passing up that dock, heading on up towards the bridges ahead, then turning around once again and coming back downstream towards Toulouse Street. That's Algiers Riverboat on our left. The ferry is operated by RTA, the Regional Transit Authority. These are 15 minutes from the west bank on the left over to the east bank on the right. This one only carries pedestrians. It's all right. Audubon aquarium in the Americas, one of the wonderful aquariums in the U.S. It's a million-gallon tank inside the aquarium. Fish and poultry from all over the world, including both salt and freshwater fish. Aquarium opens from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. And we now recommend a visit to the aquarium with the Americans. And they recently opened up a random insectarium inside the aquarium. So if you're interested in insects, you may want to check out the insectarium located in the aquarium with the Americans. There's insects from all over the world and very interesting. Building at the foot of Canal Street, right on top of it, used to be called the World Trade Center. One of over 300 World Trade Centers throughout the world. Recently purchased by the Four Seasons Company. Been 350 hotels and 7 continents inside the World Trade Center. Building on the right on top. Now occupied by the Four Seasons, that used to be the World Trade Center. Creole. Next to our right will be the Paddlewheel of Creole Queen. Creole Queen makes in the cruises to that of the Natchez. Not only the Creole Queen is paddlewheel propelled, she's not propelled by steam. Creole Queen has a diesel electric engine to turn her wheel on the back. Whereas the Natchez, the only true stereo steamboat operating the other cruises in the port. Once again, riding the Riverboat Day. Next to our right will be the Riverwalk Outlet Collection Mall. There will be 70 shops, restaurants, and Stockbridge Mall. It's one of the largest outlet malls in the downtown area. There's over 70 shops and restaurants. Most of the shops open at 10 a.m. and close at 7 p.m. So you can go in at 10 a.m. and shop till you drop till 7 p.m. At the Riverwalk Outlet Collection Mall, there's over 70 shops and restaurants inside this mall on the right. Riverwalk Outlet Collection Mall. This here to our right is the International Cruise Terminal. So all the cruise ships departing and coming into the port of New Orleans. So we'll follow the cruise liners and some of the Norwegian liners as well. International Cruise Terminal. So should you take a cruise ship out of New Orleans, so where you must come to White Bass Riverwalk at the International Cruise Terminal. As long as we come in major for the call, also some business ships that come in out of New Orleans. Bridges ahead, the Crescent City Connection Bridges. Bridge is over 2 miles long. The vertical turns over 170 feet. So that's the Crescent City Connection Bridge. As we make our final turn in the river, we suggest you move areas on board. If not get a chance to do so, such as the gift shop on the top deck. Do not make that fast for the bridge to get out of the shop. And Europe on the bottom deck. So you get a chance to see those dynamics. Around the seats on the table. Check out the riders, handbags, documents, cell phones, and that's where
There's that smell you're talking about.